students, welcome to the math class. Student, in previous class we have started with the chapter limits and we have completed its first two objectives, that is first introduction of the limits and second method to find the limit of our different types of algebraic function. Today we are going to start with the third type, that is limit of trigonometric functions. So we are having two formulas to remember in case of trigonometric function. First is limit x approaches to 0, sin x upon x is equal to 1. Here you have to remember that the angle of the function and the term in the denominator should be same and x must approaches to 0. Then its limit is equal to 1. Similarly, for the tan function also, limit x approaches to 0 and tan x upon x is equal to 1. In trigonometric functions, for the limits we are having only two formulas. So, let's discuss some examples based on it. Now, very first example is evaluate the following limits. Limit x approaches to 0, sin 3x upon 2x. Now here limit is approaching to 0 and function is sin x. So we will check for the first type. That is angle and the denominator term should be same. But here these two terms are not same. In the numerator, in the angle of sine we are having 3x and in denominator we are having 2x. So we will try to make the denominator as a 3x. So we will multiply and divide the function with the 3x. So sin 3x upon 3x multiply 3x upon 2x. Here x will cancel with x. So it is equal to 3 by 2 limit sin 3x upon 3x. Now you can see it is in the same form, that is x is approaching to 0, sin 3x upon 3x, these two terms are same. So its limit will be 1. So answer is 3 by 2 into 1, that is equal to 3 by 2. Now next example is when numerator and denominator contain the trigonometric functions. Limit x approaches to 0, tan 8x upon tan 3x. Now both are the trigonometric functions in the numerator and denominator. But we will use the same concept as we have done in the first question. Now tan 8x is there. In the denominator we will make the 8x. So here multiply and divide by 8x in the numerator. In the denominator function is tan 3x. So divide and multiply the denominator with the 3x. Now you can see here x cancel with x. So we are left with 8 upon 3. Limit x approaches to 0. Tan 8x upon 8x and in the divide form it is tan 3x upon 3x. Now in the second case here we will apply the limit x approaches to 0, tan x upon x is equal to 1. So in both cases limit becomes 1. Limit as x approaches to 0, limit approaches to 1. So 8 upon 3 multiply 1 upon 1. So answer is 8 upon 3. Now next example is we have taken a function cos x. Now we are not having any limit for the cos function. So let's check how to do the sums related to these types. Now limit x approaches to 0, 1 minus cos x upon x square is there. Now You can remember the formula from the trigonometry, that is 1 minus cos x. We have done with the theta is equal to 2 sine square theta by 2. Again, 1 minus cos function is changes into sine. So here limit x approaches to 0, 2 sine square x by 2 upon x square. Again, sine function is there. So we will make their denominator with the same angle. Now, it can be written as 2 multiply, square is there in the numerator and denominator. So I have written it as a common. So sine x by 2 divide by x. Now for making the denominator same as angle, multiply and divide by 2. So we get limit x approaches to 0, 2 multiply sine x by 2 upon x by 2 whole square, and this 2 square is equal to 1 by 4. Now here cutting is possible. So 1 by 2 limit sine x by 2 upon x by 2 whole square is here. Here we can apply the limit. So its value is 1 because x is approaching to 0. Angle and the denominator is the same. So 1 by 2 into 1 and answer is 1 by 2. Now let's take one more example for the better understanding. Limit x approaches to 0, under root of 1 plus 2x minus under root of 1 minus 2x upon sine x. Actually, this is an example in which we have combined the trigonometric limits and the algebraic limits. Now, from the question, we can see that the numerator contains the square root sign. Now, whenever the statement is given in terms of square root, and in this way, so we will always do the rationalization. So, by rationalization, we get multiply and divide by its rationalizing factor. So, only sign will change and terms will remain same. So, multiply with under root of 1 plus 2x plus under root of 1 minus 2x. In denominator also same term, under root of 1 plus 2x plus under root of 1 minus 2x. Now, when you multiply, here they form the identity of a square minus b square, because a plus b multiply with a minus b, answer is a square minus b square. Here a is under root of 1 plus 2x and b is under root of 1 minus 2x. In denominator, these terms are simply multiplied. Now here square cancel with square root sign. So we are left with 1 plus 2x minus 1 plus 2x upon same denominator. Here minus 1 cancel with plus 1. 2x plus 2x is 4x. Sin x multiply under root of 1 plus 2x plus under root of 1 minus 2x. Now, sine function is there. So, we will try to make it in the form of the limit. So, for it, we have to multiply sin x with x and divide it also with x. So, here we are left with sin x upon x, and 1x is cancelled with this x. So, we are left with 4 upon sin x upon x multiply under root of 1 plus 2x plus under root of 1 minus 2x. Now, we will apply the limit. So, limit x approaches to 0 of sin x upon x. We will apply the limit on the second function also, that is the algebraic. Limit x approaches to 0 of 1 under root of 1 plus 2x plus under root of 1 minus 2x. Now, as x approaches to 0, first function will become 1 because its limit is 1. And second, as x approaches to 0, we get 1 plus 2 into 0, that is 0. and 1 minus 2 into 0 is again 0. So on simplifying, 4 upon, here we are left with 1 and 1. So it is 2, 4 upon 2. After cutting, we will get the answer, that is 2. In this way, we can find the limits of the different types of function. Now students, I hope you got the topic and maximum types in which we can find the limits. Before starting the work given in SNAP homework, go through the links guided in the SNAP homework. Those links help you in understanding the topic the better way. The rest we will continue in our next class. Thank you.